Chubby? Chub. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is Emmy's top 5 ways to make it happen. Get that goal accomplished, get that race done, finish that competition, read a book, get a degree, whatever it is that your goal is. I want you to use these tools to help you get there. So let's get started. Number 1 of Emmy's top 5 ways. Know your why. Why do you want to accomplish this? Why do you need to get this done? Why is this your goal? Because without your why, you don't really have a purpose. You're not emotionally invested in this goal. Because we all come up with goals like, oh yeah, I would love to have a 6-pack. Oh yeah, I would love to run a 5K. But unless you are emotionally invested in that goal, then you are never going to get it accomplished. This is the number 1 important rule. Know your why. Why do you want this so badly? Why do you have to get this done? Why is this important to you? Why is it so important? So that's my number 1 tip. Know your why. For me, I'm sure you can see my board behind me. I'm running a half marathon. For me, my why for that was I want to be able to say that I can do a half marathon, that I can run 13 miles. To me, that's going to make me super proud of myself. That's something I've never accomplished before, and that's my why. I want to be super proud of myself for completing a half marathon. Number 2 of Emmy's top 5 ways to make it happen. Write it down. I'm going to say it again. Write it down. If you do not write things down, it's not gonna happen. I've learned that the hard way. You know, people have told me that before in the past, and I just was like, I can remember it. Why do I need to write it down? But like the act of writing something down on a piece of paper almost like writes it in stone, because you're gonna see that again, and you're like, oh my God, why didn't I accomplish that? Why did I let that slip? So write it down where you can see it, where you can remind yourself, where you can look at it almost every day and be like, hey, I'm gonna get this done. Because you're seeing it, you're reminding it, it's in your conscious mind. You're being mindful of the situation. And for me, that was me writing it down on the board. I had to physically write it on a piece of paper and say, this is gonna happen. So write it down, write it down, write it down. I don't care if you get a dry erase board, a cork board, a poster board, if you write it on a chalkboard, if you have to write it on every day of your planner, write it down somewhere so you will be reminded of it. Okay, number 3. Identify the steps you need to take to accomplish this goal. Whether that be go to the bookstore and buy books on the goal that you're trying to accomplish, whether that be hire a personal trainer, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, identify the steps that you need to take that are going to get you closer and closer to that goal. For me, the steps I needed to take was make this poster board and write down every mile that I needed to run so that I could see it, know what I needed to do every week to get there. Make sure when you're writing these steps that you realize that your goal is a reasonable goal, something that you can actually attain yourself. Because you might get to these steps and realize maybe you just don't have the financial means right now, or it's about to be the school semester, maybe you don't have time to train for a full-on marathon, or whatever it may be. Make sure that it's reasonable, look at these steps, and make sure that there's something that you can accomplish yourself. You want to have the means to do it. So if that means that you got to identify the step of I got to get up every day at 5 a.m., then that's what you got to do. When you get to this step, number 3, you can remind yourself of why you want this so badly. And when you remember your why, there's really no excuses for how you can't accomplish this goal. You know, when I get up and I don't want to run, I remember the only way I'm going to be proud of myself is if I get out here and get this done. That why is what's going to fuel you through these steps. So number 4. Okay, you need to have a deadline to this goal. No goals are accomplished without a deadline. Because the reason you need a deadline is you need that kind of pressure to work you through your goal. Like, for example, I'm sure most of you have had a goal. You're like, yeah, I'm going to lose 10 pounds. Okay, 10 pounds by when? Tomorrow? Next week? 2 years from now? When would you like this goal accomplished? because a goal without a deadline is just, I think the quote says it's a dream, because you're not making it a reality. Without that deadline, it's just up in the air. Whenever it happens, it happens. And to me, that's not accomplished. So if you get to this part and you don't want to give yourself a deadline, then your why must not be strong enough. Keep coming back to that why, because that why is so important. The deadline is going to make it happen. So pick any deadline, a reasonable deadline, because obviously you're not going to lose 10 pounds by tomorrow. If your goal is 10 pounds, map it out. Talk to somebody who knows about weight loss and, you know, see, hey, I'm going to lose like a pound a week. In 10 weeks, I'll lose 10 pounds. And there you go. Your goal is accomplished because you made an effort to have a deadline and work towards that deadline. So make a deadline. My deadline is race day. I got 14 weeks. No. Yeah. 14 weeks to my deadline. So I have to stay on track because my deadline's going to be here before I know it. So I have to keep moving through my steps and get to my deadline. Okay? Last but not least, number 5. Mambo number 5. Number 5. Get out there and just do it. Just get out there and do it. I know you're scared. Some of our goals are so scary and we just aren't confident. We feel like, man, I can't do this. It's going to be too difficult. It's going to be just too many obstacles. Get out there and do it. Ignore your excuses, ignore your doubt, listen to your why, and just get it done, because you are going to be so proud of yourself when you get these goals accomplished. And these goals can be applied to not just fitness things. I mean, these steps to make it happen can be applied to financial goals, vacation goals, obviously fitness goals, business goals. Whatever it is that you are working on, you can use these steps to get you there. But you have to be brave enough to do it, to sit down, think of your why, write the steps down, write the goal down, give yourself a deadline, and get out there and make your goals happen, because life's too short to just be coasting through life aimlessly with no goals. Give yourself goals, make yourself proud, feel good about who you are, and just change your life. So yeah, I'm gonna be so proud of myself when I'm done this half marathon. And I just keep reminding myself that every time I have to get up and run, because it's gonna be hard, but that is the good part. If you're working on, please let me know. I'd love to hear about them. I'd love to help you achieve those goals. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Please like, comment, and share. And see you later.